Govinda ki jai jai jai. Radhe Radhe Govinda ki jai. Radhe Radhe Govinda ki jai jai jai. Radhe Radhe Govinda ki jai. Radhe Radhe ki jai, Maharani 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 ki jai. Radhe Radhe Govinda ki jai jai jai. Radhe Radhe Govinda ki jai. We do have time to slow down. We do. We think that we don't have time, but we have time. We have time to slow down. You know what a big problem is? Even in times when we slow down, eventually we're going to find a way to open up our phone and to find ourselves on social media. And social media is a thief of our time. Social media is such a big part of the reason why we feel like we have no time. Think about it. Think about all the time that we spend on social media. If we spent no time on social media, literally the feeling of having no time, or of not having like time to relax, or like that's what a big part of feeling like you have no time is that you can't allow yourself to actually relax. Even when you try to relax, you're thinking about what you got to work on. You're thinking about your ambitions, your goals, what you're not doing right now because you're relaxing. But relaxing is just as important a part of the equation as the grind. And so you got to salute the relaxation grind so that you can have balance. We do have time, but we spend so much time thinking about dumb shit, stuff that is meaningless. Like, this means everything to me. The birds chirping around me and taking the time to actually experience creation, to experience the present moment. Thank you, God. I love you. We get caught up in judgment and thinking about other people. This dad just walked by with his son, kind of like trailing behind the family, and he was talking to his kid about sometimes there are times in life to be silly, and there are times in life to be more serious. It's all about balance. And 100% of the time, no matter what we're doing, finding a way to stay focused on God. God makes life a mission and a beautiful adventure instead of just life. That's what it is. It's a choice to accept the reality of God. Otherwise, life is just this shit that you have to get through. And there are beautiful moments and there are awful, terrible moments. But it's like you have to get through life, and it is what it is, and you have to go through all this shit. With God, we are free to enjoy the reality of the present. because the reality of God is so much more powerful and worthwhile for our well-being than the reality of the world. Why not spend all our time focused on God when we're not focused on the reality of the world, and when we are focused on the reality of the world? In both parts of life, focus on love. If you grew up religious and it didn't really work for you because it was forced on you in this like scary and judgmental way, think about God, the words in English, God, creator, and love, as interchangeable. And then by focusing on the breath, try to learn about love. I promise you, if you can find a way, they keep taking it down off YouTube. Bro, it's so fucked up. I swear. This is the second time at least, maybe the third time. The third time specifically that I have talked to someone about the Bhagavad Gita. And I have been listening to it recently, which is the reason why I'm talking to them, because we create the environment that we are going to live in. I was listening to it yesterday before my last day of work. And this morning, I was trying to send it to a girl that works at Amazon. And the new video that I found, the first time that's crazy. The first time, so I just bought Gelato 33 Delta 8 Kush, and the first time that I got weed in Atlanta, when I got back to Atlanta, first time I got weed in Atlanta was, first time I got weed from Atlanta was from a kid on Tinder. And it was, I got so high. I smoked an entire backwood in my car, hotboxed it, went back, had this just crazy communication with the plants outside our apartment that I never understood before. And then I go inside and play with Bagheera. And I get dinner eventually, and I sit down and I take my first bite, and I'm like, what the fuck? Anyways, I can't tell the whole story right now. I had like a straight up forced crazy visuals, crazy spiritual journey for like an hour and a half. Had to lie down on the floor. I don't know, man. I think it was more the backwoods, smoking the whole backwood, than it was anything else, but yeah, man. That was a situation. What the fuck was I talking about? The present moment. And thank God for adversity. And I'm not saying that as a fucking Hallmark card. I'm saying wake up in the morning and have the first thing that you do every morning, routinely, be to thank God for adversity. Thank God for all the adversity that I have ever been through, that anyone else has ever been through, leading up to this present moment when I'm waking up and inhaling my first breath of the day. Thank God for adversity. And then thank God for any adversity that is close to the present moment that we will experience soon. Thank God for any adversity that we will be faced with 3 days from now, 3 months from now, 3 years from now, 3 lifetimes from now. Thank God for adversity. Self-love is action.